Hey y'all, it's Eric here. I wanted to jump into your podcast feed for just a few minutes today as a friendly reminder for those of you who might have forgot that tomorrow, June 23rd, we are hosting our last two registration events for our summer sessions, which go from July 8th through September 16th. If you aren't already on our interest list, go to coachingrewired.com and we'll send you the information of what you need to do tonight before midnight. There's a video you'll need to watch and a quiz to complete and a few questions we want you to answer in a 45-second video. The whole process will probably take you between 45 minutes to an hour. Right now, we have availability in sections 1, 2, and 4. Section 1 with Coach Kat Hoyer meets at 6 a.m. Pacific, 9 Eastern. That section only has 3 spots left. Section 2 with Coach Kristen Martz meets at 7 a.m. Pacific, 10 Eastern. And that section has 9 spots left. And Section 4 is at 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 Eastern. And that has 8 spots left. And that is also with Coach Kat Hoyer. Sections 3 and 5 are full, and groups meet on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Right now, I'm sitting here. I just finished the second to last session of our spring coaching season. And I was thinking about how can I best communicate with you? Why I think that group coaching is so profoundly impactful, especially when it comes to things like reducing procrastination and time blindness and overwhelm, and probably most importantly, reducing shame. First, there's safety in numbers. When we are a part of a group, we feel less alone and more connected. This sense of connection can be very healing and can help profoundly in reducing shame. Secondly, groups provide accountability. It can be helpful to have someone or several someones who are counting on us to show up for us and do the work with us. This accountability can be a powerful motivator, especially for those of us who struggle with ADHD or executive functioning issues. Third, groups offer empathy. We all need to feel seen and understood, and groups can provide that for us. In a group setting, we can receive validation and support that we so often crave. And fourth, groups create community. When we come together around a shared experience or goal, we form bonds that can last a lifetime. These bonds provide a sense of belonging and connection, which could be so healing. If you've been thinking about joining our coaching program or thinking about coaching as a way to help better manage your ADHD, right now is the time to go to coachingrewired.com so you can get the process started to join one of our last 2 registration events, both of which are happening tomorrow. The first one is at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 Eastern. The second one is at 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 Eastern. Honestly, life is too short to wait to try to find that perfect time to do something like this. If you're struggling, if you know that you could be doing better in any area of your life, whether it's work or your personal life, or maybe you're trying to figure out how to transition, or maybe want to leave a job, or you're thinking about maybe going back to school, whatever it is. If you've been listening to this podcast for a while, if you're maybe a part of one of our other communities, whether on Facebook or Adult Study Hall, then I think you know what we're about. What we're looking for are members like you who are ready to not only commit to their own personal growth, but to commit to supporting members of this amazing community. Come grow with us, but don't wait. Go now to coachingrewired.com and get started on that process. You got to click the button at the top of the page that says add your name to the interest list. That's coachingrewired.com. And now I'm going to leave you with a few more inspirational testimonials from our alumni. We'll leave the website one more time at the very end.
So many times in my life, I really didn't know what I was getting myself into. Only this time I'm grateful.
It's the instant support, encouragement, validation, connection, and camaraderie from people who just get it.
It all has helped me be more comfortable with who I am.
I'm so glad that I did join, because it is what I needed. I needed the intensity. I needed the 3 days a week and constant interactions with my A-team to help me stay focused, because I have poor working memory. I'm not going to be able to remember, what I'm struggling with 3 months from now.
I learned so much about myself and discovered what's good about me in ways that I wouldn't have alone and that I didn't with a therapist, and broke through that cynicism that I don't know I would have been able to do in any other way.
If you are thinking about joining this group, I'd highly encourage it. There was something amazingly special about growing with a group of people who all had similar struggles as I did. It was encouraging, it was safe, it was inspiring, and above all, it was healing.
What I learned from this group is this is actually what would be most helpful for you to do the thing that you actually want to do. I have seen so much value just in the past 10 weeks that really the value was way more than the cost of the program. And what's really great is that the investment is just going to continue to pay off in the future, right? So all the skills that I have now, I'm just going to keep using them. And so I'm so excited to see how much I've grown over the past 10 weeks, but I'm even more excited to see how I'm going to take all these skills I've learned into other parts of my life.
This course has been life-changing in helping me learn about my ADHD and gain tools to help me sculpt a more purposeful life.
If you're thinking about joining, please do. Please do. Like a lot of people said, I wish I joined sooner or made this step sooner, because I just feel like I grew a lot personally in ways I didn't expect.
This group was the catalyst to making the change that I didn't know I needed, but has been longing for a lifetime.
If you're thinking about joining this group, I've never liked the idea for myself of any kind of group coaching or therapy or support groups. I've always figured my difficulties were so severe that I needed the full attention of an individual coach or therapist, which I've done, and that I would not be able to get enough out of a group. However, group coaching through ARC has been more beneficial than I possibly could have imagined. It has been amazing being surrounded by people, including the coach, who all have ADHD.
Don't wait another minute. Go now to coachingrewired.com. We hope to meet you soon.